Ooh, I am live. Hi. Okay, I'm pretty sure nobody gonna be able to get on this live right now. Hello, it's Jess Rog. Welcome to my channel. I decided to try something new and go live. Um, I feel like this might be a little easier for me. Minus, the editing. I still do pre-recorded videos. But before I get into all that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. I would love that. I'm pretty sure you little futures tech scrubs, surgical tech scrubs, whatever you want to call it. I know it's that time. Y'all might be studying right now, so y'all might not be able to really see the video. But I would love to go live with you guys here and there, and I can just, answer a couple of questions if I'm knowledgeable enough to answer a couple of few. If I don't know it, I'm gonna let you know I don't know. But I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try. So, just woke up not too long ago. Don't worry, don't have morning breath. I brushed my teeth, okay? Um, I'm trying to see like what is easier for me because Monday through Friday, your girl at work in the OR at the surgical center, clocking them hours in, okay? And learning still. It's days that I'm so tired, y'all. Like it is a mess. Like I be wanting to do videos, but whose energy is gone? It's mine. Mine's gone. By the time 2:33, well, I gotta come home, clean up, get the kid together, cook dinner, clean up some more. So yeah. I'm just trying to see if this can, be a continuous type of situation. If you guys would like to go live with me for surgical tech, I might make it surgical tech Saturdays or Sundays. Which one works best for you guys? Because at the end of the day, you guys are studying. So therefore, I know I would love to be, very considerate towards you guys' schedule when you're, in this program. Saturdays, maybe weekend seems like it might fit us all for me to go live and, talk to you guys that are surgical techs or in school for surgical technology. Um, yeah, I just, want to see how this plays out. And hopefully, we can make something out of it. I hope so. I might do another video that's live if you guys want to tune in about, clinical, rotations and everything. Um, I'm trying to see if I can get some other videos up. I have one video in mind that I can probably do with the closed glove, the little closed opening glove, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make it make sense. You guys know what I'm talking about, of how to open up the gloves, when you don't have to do much of a sterile case or anything. So that's like an easy video I can give to you guys probably on live. um I have a few things up my sleeve when it comes to this channel, future business things that I'm working on. So I hope you guys are tuned in to see the growth, the journey. um Keep on saying I'm thinking here. I'm thinking just right off my head. But I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. I had a night to myself. My son is at my best friend's house with the cousins. Had a little kid night, so they gave me a night to just kind of relax. And I watched the Wendy Williams story on YouTube. Interesting story. And I had me a little glass of wine. So that was my Friday night, which I loved very, very much. Um, I It's days that I do take my weekends if I know if I'm going to be doing certain things on Monday. I'm not just hop to a whole nother subject, y'all. But I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of what I do at work real quick. With me working at a surgical center, right now they're training me for eyes. I'm doing a lot of cataracts. A lot of cataracts. Sometimes I get tired of seeing eyeballs. Okay. Hey sis, I learned how to do live. So we're gonna see how we can keep this going in the near future, and probably, uh, we'll see. But yes, so I have been learning a lot about eyes lately, sis. So I'm about irritated. It's days I'm excited to go into eyes because it depends on what doctor it is too. It depends what doctor, which eye doctor it is. Some of the eye doctors that come in, they are cool. And some of them, like, doctors don't have patience. I have heard stories about the doctors that are there at the surgical center where I'm at now, and I've heard stories about how they will cuss out a surgical tech. I've heard the stories that they have cussed out a surgical tech because they handed them the wrong instrument or they handed them the wrong way. And I'm like, come on, now, it is not that deep about handing. I understand, yeah, when it comes to a scalpel, yeah, be very, very precise of how you hand that scalpel to, your doctor. Okay. Totally get that. But if you hand certain instrument a certain way that's, not, in harm's way, there's no need to cuss at nobody. It's just not. Um, it's one doctor, he's cool, but with me still learning, it seems like he gets a little, I wouldn't say irritated with me when I don't hand him the stuff right away. And when you are handing like eye instruments, you have to be very, very careful, y'all, because eye instruments are so tiny and so small. Even the suture, y'all, it's like you can barely see with the neck eye. You got to get like real close, and then you have to have a little Castro needle driver to hold these little itty bitty ass needles. And I'm scared because I feel like I got fat sausage fingers, and I'm trying to, and it's horrible. It's horrible. So I'm doing eyes quite a bit. I do see breast augmentations, breast reductions, augmentations, implants. I do see that sometimes. I've seen a nose job. What else have I seen? I've seen hemorrhoidectomies. Yeah, hemorrhoidectomies or something else. It's interesting. And fun fact, everyone has hemorrhoids. Okay, it's just the fact of it swelling after a certain type of, if it's like a lot of stress on them down there. But yeah, fun fact, I learned from one of the doctors. He is a character. Everyone has hemorrhoids, so beware. Just know that. Just don't mean, oh, you just got hemorrhoids. No, baby, you were born with hemorrhoids. It's just the whole thing of it, having being inflamed and everything. What else have I seen? I've been in quite a bit of GYN. Fridays are usually like the GYN blocks between Thursday and Fridays. A lot of the GYN doctors come to the surgical center. So I do see that. I have seen, like, what do you call it? A dermatoid cyst. It looked like, looks nasty and it stinks. Thank goodness for masks and shields, because when you sometimes are doing GYN and it's like laparoscopic and everything, and you're taking the gas out of the stomach when you're done with the case, blood will kind of start splattering a little bit when you're getting the gas out of the stomach. Laparoscopic is very interesting when it comes to, the I'm trying moving the whole camera. Okay, my bad. When it comes to the GYN, the laparoscopic stuff, it can get a little bloody, but not bad, not bad. The hard part is when you have a cyst that is, huge. It is hard to get out that small little spot where you made the incision from with the trocars, and you gotta like really try to get the endo bag and try and pull it out. It is a mess. It is a mess. Okay, Sue, hold on. It says message retracted. Why did it do that? No, I don't know what it did. It says put in user time. I don't know what that did. What it just did to your comment, Sue. Why did it do that? Maybe because some folks be trying to getting up on my stuff, be trying to write crazy stuff. But I don't believe you were writing nothing crazy. I know you heard you. I just looked at it, said something about your clinical rotations and everything. So I hope it's going good, Sue. I really do. I really do. The clinical for me is it deleted because of a typo. Okay. But yeah, I'm at the end of my clinical rotation, and the only place I don't get is discouraged. It's eyes. Yeah, eyes can be discouraging sometimes. It be days like I ain't gonna say here lie. Yeah, I've cried. I ain't let nobody see me cry because I'm a G. I'm a G. Okay. I went in the car. I would go cry in the car, like on Friday. She would go cry in the car. That's what the fuck I did because eyes can be something else. And a lot of the eye doctors, they're just some of them are very special. They're a little special. Is it I need to see that doctor? Some of them doctors be a mess, sis. But like I definitely like eyes can get very discouraging. See, to let you guys know, like I've only been in eyes for like the past few months, but when I was going through my clinical rotations, yeah, like I did two cataracts. Two cataracts. That's it. And cataracts are very, very, very quickly. So like taking a cataract out is like probably at 10, 15 minutes. It depends on how the person's eye is. It could get real to the point that, some people are very hard squinters. And even with the little eyelid speculum or a Lieberman retractor, which a lot of doctors do use that, which it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It opens up your eyelid, kind of keeps it open. And some people are just, that reflex, which, something in your eye, you ready to blink and squinch down on your eye, and I've been getting compliments from eye doctors saying that they see that I'm building up my confidence. Yeah, like I think they're really trying to put me in eyes, and I'm not gonna say I'm not feeling it, but am I getting it down a little quicker? I am. Cause I mean, like, well, one of the doctors, they call her the princess because she's the only woman eye doctor there. I'm getting better with her and everything. So she's one of them doctors. She's not gonna say anything to you. She'll go behind your back and go tell the manager and be like, "Oh, wait, they did this wrong." And lately, I ain't heard nothing like that. So the doctor, she cool. She cool. Let me see what y'all saying. It says, yes, I haven't cried yet. He said, but I do be rethinking the career on the way home some days. It's so up and down while you're sitting. And yeah, while you're still learning. Yeah, the eye doctor be yelling at the patients for blinking. They do. They be like, okay, I'm gonna just stay still. Some of them they be trying not to get, like, you could tell the doctor getting like irritated because the person keep blinking and everything. And they be I know I can't touch the patient. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, you got to stay still so the doctor can, I can, kind of reassure them like it's okay. And of course they have numbing medicine like lidocaine. A lot of doctors use lidocaine on the eye, and then it tetra something. Tetracaine, I think it's tetracaine, yeah. I think it's tetracaine. So the nurses would put like the little it'll numb the eyeball, so they're not going to really feel it. And then there's anesthesia there. So, anesthesia, they gonna, get that little sedative going and relax them and everything. And that does make the case go, a little bit more smoother for the most part. But yeah, it's times I do rethink this shit. I rethink it sometimes. Like earlier this week, I rethought it. I was like, do I really want to do this? I was like, I do love it though. You are going to be challenged, Kay. I'm gonna let you know, boo. You're gonna be challenged. It's gonna be challenging. It's days that when I clock out, I'm like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. But I just be like, take one day at a time. And a lot of the coworkers that are there with me, they always crazy house. It's small house, Smyrna, Marietta, Atlanta is. A lot of the doctors know each other. A lot of the techs know each other from Mableton, just all the Atlanta metro area. A lot of these doctors know each other. It don't matter if you go from Wellstar to Northside Hospital in Atlanta to Grady to probably Emory. Like a lot of these people in the medical field, it's a smaller world than what you think of who know who. So you gotta, sometimes I'll be like, I should say something. But I'll be like, no, in the future, I'm gonna burn my bridges because I might come across somebody. They know this person, they're gonna be like, no, because she do this and that. So I be trying to keep my cool, but the coworkers, they are cool. It's times that they'll be like, hey, you gotta pay attention to detail now. If this happened, remember this. And they encourage me. And along with, like I said, it's a small world in the medical field, especially with surgical techs now. A lot of the surgical techs that work where I'm at, they went to the same school I went to. They went to Chat Tech in Georgia, and a lot of them are there, and a lot of them have been there for years, and a couple of them that have been there like probably for the past couple years, and they have been so helpful and everything. So I do appreciate them. Like there's times they like I be feeling like so stupid, yeah. And I know I'm not stupid. I know I'm not. This is to knock them out. Right. So it's times, yeah, like I be sad and then like I'm not a morning person. So I'm getting up at sometimes 4:45 in the morning to be at work at 6, 7, 7:30. But see, the thing I don't be complaining about me getting up so early in the morning is because I'm gonna have an early day. So if I get to work at 6, I'm off by 2:30, maybe the latest at 3. And that just depends on what things gotta be done. And after you done your cases, you gotta fix up the OR room for the next day or for before Monday hits, so everything is already set up and the cleaning people can come in and clean up the floors, wipe everything down. And it's a journey. It's a journey, you guys. It really, really is. It's a journey. But I am enjoying it along the way. But there are ups and downs. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not gonna cap. Like it's ups and downs with this journey being a brand new surgical tech. Because from what I'm being told, they made it clear. Fake it until you make it. I'm a horrible faker. Okay. I'm a horrible faker. I just can't fake. No, no, no. Mm-mm. So I definitely say, take one day at a time, especially once you get through the field and once you pass that exam, like it's gonna feel like a breath of fresh air, y'all. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. As you said, I admire your positivity. Thank you. As just you got to keep going. Okay, I'm doing rotation at Fayetteville. Yeah, I know where you at. So like, yeah, it's interesting, but yeah, girl, just know Atlanta, as big as it is, and as many people it is in the medical field, girl, it is small. It is small. Okay. I definitely it's days that like I ain't gonna say like I said I be like I hate it. I'm like, no, I don't. It's like a love-hate relationship with this because I want to do so good, yeah. I want to do so good. Like I've been getting compliments. It's like, don't get me wrong, I got airhead moments. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I got airhead moments. And like, I kid you not, like when they be like my biggest pet peeve with things when I'm at work, they be like, get that right there. What the fuck is right there? Like I be like, and I be looking lost at the mail. I'll be like, what? And they be like, get that. And then some of the doctors they apologize. They be like, oh, I'm sorry, or they call it a certain instrument, a certain thing, like with back to eyes, right? One of the doctors is like, give me that right there. Hand me the manipulator. Manipulator. Which one? Is like 10 little pieces in this damn tray. Like, what you want me to get? And he kind of got frustrated. He was like, he reached for it. And I'm like, oh, that's what you meant. He was like, yeah, that's what I meant. He was like, I'm sorry. He was like, I am not. He was like, I wasn't trying to get mad at you or nothing or anything like that. He was like, I'll call it a different name. He was like, you notice that a lot of doctors, they call a lot of instruments their own little words. It's one doctor, they'll be like, hand me my PPs, and I mean his scissors or something. Or he'll be like, a hand doctor be like, hand me my scissors. If you a new tech, you don't know what that means. You just mean like, what is his scissors? It's like 3 different scissors on here. Which one am I supposed to get? Okay. And and a lot of the doctors, they know that I'm new and I'm straight out of the program, and some of them, they are so sweet, y'all. Like they know that I'm like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know nothing, but they are so sweet. So they be really teaching me. They'll be telling me the reason why they're doing a certain thing for this surgery. They'll tell me why, like, okay, the reason why we're doing this is because the patient whoop-de-whoop this and that. And the reason why I'm making the decision this way, or the reason why I'm doing this, they will break things down for me, especially in eyes. It's some of them that they'll do it in eyes. Some of them, they're just very, very quiet. They'll joke around and everything. And another thing, while you are in clinicals and rotation, you're going to hear music. I don't know if some of you guys hear music in the OR room. If you guys watch Doctor Strange, me and my kid, and his dad, we are Marvel fans. So, like, if you watch Doctor Strange, it is almost close to the T of what they were doing in the OR room. But, like, they're focused, but yet, like, there's music playing in the background. Is it blasting? No, not really. But, some doctors love music, but some doctors they're like quietness. They don't want to hear all and they're trying to concentrate, which is totally understanding. But like I be here, all the nurses, they got their phone, they got a little Bluetooth, little small, like each room has like a little mini speaker. And like some of the doctors, they be like, hey, I want to listen to 80s music today, or I want to listen to 70s music today, or 90s. Look, I done heard some Ice Cube up in them, okay? All the way to the Eagles, to, Fleetwood Mac. I done heard everything up in the room. Even during clinicals. I'm not gonna say what hospital, but it's to the point that in between turnovers, oh yes, honey, I have heard City Girls. Okay. I have heard City Girls in the rotation, of us cleaning up and everything. The nurses, they'll play a little music and everything. But, for the most part, my experiences with clinicals have been very, very well. The hospital that I was really wanting to work at, and it's like not far from me at all. But like, what am I trying to say? My whole head just went blank, y'all. Just went blank. That happens sometimes. Yeah, with the clinicals, I was saying something about clinicals, yeah. Damn, what was I saying? My head all over the place. Look here. This is like I get 2 days out the whole week to just regroup and just be just sitting here, yeah. Like I don't be doing nothing. I don't. But I just say when you guys feel down about like about the surgical tech, like don't give up. I say finish it. If you got to that second semester, do not give the hell up. I done seen people in my program get to the second semester, and this is the crazy thing. Got all the way to the second semester, and I don't know if they're kicked down, but they left. I don't know what the reasons were, but some people, their life, it be hectic outside of school. And that's totally understandable. If you gotta, hold off on your schooling and like get things back on, get your ducks back in a row in life, do that. But if you just be like, oh my gosh, it's hard, I don't want to do this. No, don't give up. Do not give up, because it's times I was going through some things when I was in, thinking my best friend was there for me and everything. And I had, trustworthy neighbors around me, for me to get here. So, and, family members, close friends, like everybody helped me out. Everybody worked with me. So like, don't give up. Don't, because like, I'm not the smartest tool in the box, but at the end of the day, like study. Like, don't get me wrong. You still can live your life. You still could do little things. Like I definitely learned how to, manage my time when it came to school and everything, because it's a very accelerated program. It really, really is. So don't give up, just like your life is not going to end. It's just schooling is going to be the top priority. This program is going to be top priority. And I just say, keep going, man. Just keep going. Okay, Sue girl, baby girl, keep going. Keep going. You got it. Like, you gonna get there. It's gonna happen for you. Okay. Like, I didn't think it was gonna happen for me, because originally I wanted to go through nursing. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. Like, I will pick this over nursing any day. Like, shout out to the nurses and everything. Some people have the heart to be a nurse, and some people don't have the heart to be a nurse. And I feel like, maybe in the future along the way, I might go back to school for nursing. I definitely, I thought about first assist. I thought about being a what do you call it? A certified first assist or something like that, and they make some good money too. They make some money. Okay. The crazy thing, long story short, like, it's such a small little world in the healthcare field, in the OR field. Like, I kid you not. Tell me why. Like, when I was doing my clinicals, I met a first assist in GYN for one of her doctors. I mean, when she was with a doctor. It was a Black doctor. She was really, really nice. And tell me why, like, I kid you not. Like, tell me why I work with her husband now. Her husband is a surgical tech, and me and her husband, she's a first assist. I met her during my clinicals, and he worked at the hospital for like 20 some years, but she has contracts as a first assist. And so I work with her husband now, and he's awesome. He is cool. And it just shows you how small this place is. And then my hairstylist asked about a plastic surgeon that comes there about breast reductions. And I just did a surgery with the doctor, and my and my stylist sat here and asked about her. Like the OR place is so small. Yeah, like when people with these doctors in Atlanta, like crazy. Hey, Brittany. Is microbiology is very hard, right? Girl, who you telling? Do you think it depends on the professor? Sometimes it does. I kid you not. It does depend on the professor. It really does, because you got some professors that's like dry as hell, and they be like, okay, so they're gonna learn about like the microbiology teacher I had was a Black woman. She went to school for chemistry. She does chemistry. She went to school for biology. Like she's smart as I don't know what, and like she had stories to tell, and it kept you in. Some people be like, oh, she talked too much about her, like she talked too much in class, but it kept me interested because she had some stories. She worked in like labs and everything. Where she said she see things you could clone stuff. Stories, but she couldn't get in depths of it. But it depends on your teacher. If your professor, your instructor wants to teach you, they're gonna make sure you learn. And if you show that you on this stuff, go to your professor and be like, okay, I want to learn this stuff. Like pull your professor to the side after class or before class. Get there early, or stay after class. And that's what I did. I stayed in class. I will make it there early sometimes if I was able to. And it's so crazy because that was the semester right before I got into the program. Girl, my car broke down. Life was happening. I was there trying to work, doing work study and everything, trying to keep a job, take care of a kid, but she understood that I was like really trying. And when these teachers, these professors, instructors, whatever you want to call them, if they see that you're one that you going headstrong with it, like they're gonna help you. But yeah, it does depend on them sometimes. It really does. Because I love that surgical technology has opportunity. Yeah, you can grow. You can go up the ladder. You can. Like you could, like I said, you can start off with this. You can, you could be a representative for like some companies and everything. You can be a first assist. You go and be a scrub nurse. You can kind of go up there, and then you can get up under a doctor if you get in. If you get in real good and you learn a certain specialty very, very well. I've heard of stories like this. Like doctors will be like, yo, you good. I like you. Like, I want you to work up under me. Look, I would love to get up under there. I would love to. It's just, me trying to do certain things, like probably future businesses in the future. I'm like, dang, do I want to work full time, trying to do YouTube, and then trying to start a business? I got some things ahead of me. I'm like, I'm trying to line my ducks in a row, but like, I think I would like to be with one doctor. I really, really would. And just be able to be a first assist and everything. And then maybe, like I said, we think about the scrub nurse. We're gonna see. Okay. Okay, so thank you. Since it's all online, yes, it is a little bit harder online communication with the teacher, but yeah, I agree. It depends on the face. It does. And I'm not gonna say like I'm with there with you guys, because when the Rona hit, when it hit, right, like we had 3 months of online remotely taking tests. So I was here by myself along with my son. He's doing his Zoom classes. Like we didn't have Zoom classes. So it was just go for what you know, baby. Go for what you know. And she will upload the tests and everything. And like I had a hard time with ortho. Like me, I will tell you, ortho is my whole weakness. Okay. I will never go into the specialty. Never. Okay. During my clinicals, all those instruments in ortho, yeah, all those drills, like thank goodness it's a limited to where I'm at with the surgical center. Like they'll do like knee arthroscopies, they'll do hip arthroscopy, shoulder arthroscopies. Like they'll do that, and then I've seen like a rotator cuff, be kind of repaired and everything, like simple stuff like that, because it's a small surgical center. So like we'll probably have like at the max maybe 40 cases for a day. And that's just like a busy day. Like 30 cases is busy for us. Like we running around with chickens with our head cut loose. Like yesterday, it was like 30 cases. Look here, we went into overtime, and they'll be like, "Y'all can't get overtime." She came to us yesterday. You look here, forget about the overtime. Just get CSS done. just get it done before y'all go. Just try and just make sure all the instrument trays are set up for next Monday. All the cases, the stuff for the doctors are ready for next Monday. Just make sure, before y'all leave. So that's cool. Sounds like a great opportunity. Wish you the best. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. Each day is a struggle. So y'all are not by yourself. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. You are not by yourself. Okay. Look here. I only been a surgical tech since September. Okay. And I am actually starting to get in the whole thing of getting a routine down. I'm not looking like a lost pup as much anymore. Some days I am. Because sometimes I got to tell me, hey, yeah, just you want to go ahead and do that? And then some days they ain't got to tell me what to do because I'm like, okay, I know this. I'm in the eyes today. I know I got to set up the eye station for the, the ultrasonics, we'll do this and that. I got to set up, set the cases up for the doctors that are coming in today. And for the most part, like the eye doctor, there are more eye cases at this surgical center more than all the other cases. Maybe like GI cases, probably. I'm in GI sometimes too. I learn how to clean the scopes and everything for GIs, for GI and everything for the colonoscopies and everything. So I'm getting a little more knowledgeable about some things here. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit. Wait, let me see what you're saying. Say yes. No Zoom, pure online. Okay. This is how is the pay where you live? Are you satisfied with it? You know what? The pay where I'm at, a little up under $20. I'll just say that. When you go to certain hospitals down here, you get $20 and up. It depends. Like me being a new surgical tech, like it's better than what I was getting paid as a CNA. I'm gonna say that. I said in my other video about the update video. It's a lot better. I'm able to pay bills. I'm able to do a little bit more stuff financially for myself, for me and my son, and so it's a lot better than what I was getting paid as a CNA. Way better. But yeah. But the funny thing is, I'll say this. So when I see like $300 left in my account, I'll be like, oh, okay, I need to slow down. But back then, like $50 to me was like $1 million. I'm like, I got $50 for a whole week to myself. Oh my God. Girl, when I pay my bills, yeah. The good thing is where I'm at an apartment, all electric. So I don't have to, pay water, gas, it's all electric here. So that's what helps me. But I also have to think about internet here, which internet is not bad. It's Spectrum. So I pay Wi-Fi, and that's enough for, those days if my son doesn't go to school and then, with all the stuff going on, it's times that they have to be online. So I got to pay a Wi-Fi bill and everything, keep my car up, groceries and everything. So it's not too bad. So like I am satisfied with it for now, but I know once my skill get better along the way, I'm gonna need my pay to go up. Give me them shovels, okay? Give me my money on what I'm worth, okay? When I start learning more, okay? So I definitely right now I am satisfied with it because it's the most I've ever been paid ever. Okay, this is, do you ever deal with bad attitudes from other team workers, not the surgeon? It says, what is it? That's what brings me down more than anything. What is it? Mad student around. Okay, so I do have no one really gets mad at me because I'm new. I'm like the baby. Technically, I'm grown, but I'm like the baby of the bunch, and they would consider myself we're like family because it's a small surgical center. But to answer your question, I have never caught bad attitudes from other team members lately. They'll be they will get like a little frustrated if I don't understand. I'll be like, okay, I don't understand, and they'll be like, okay, let me show you again. But they don't really get angry. They don't copy. But it's other. From what I'm being told now, and after just me being here, I see it's a little everywhere you work. It's gonna be a little drama. I'm gonna say that. Don't matter where you work at. It's gonna be a little drama, okay? I don't try and get involved in that. Look here, I clock the hell in, take my breaks, take my lunch, do what I'm supposed to do, clock the hell out, go home. But yes, From team members, no. Probably just, I wouldn't say bad attitudes. They're just very blunt of how they say stuff. And it was one woman, she just somewhat retired, I guess, but she's not a horrible person. But it's just like the way she would say things to me when I was getting stuff ready in eyes and everything. I'll be like, come on now. Like it's times that like it's almost to the point that I've heard things about her and like to the point that she like people quit because of her. I'm gonna say that. You ain't about to make me quit. You ain't about to make me. No, I was like, I'm gonna say some things to you before I quit. For the most part, I know how to hold my tongue sometimes, and I know when you're in the OR rooms, like in this field, like don't take everything to heart of what they say. It's crazy. I don't know if it's crazy as it sounds, but like you gotta put on a tough, like you gotta have thick skin. And we learned this in class. They made it clear. The surgeons sometimes they will come at you a little sideways, but for the most part, I don't even let it phase me. Like I said, I go to the car or I'll talk to certain little family friends and everything and be like, look here, I'm not even. And then they'll, you have those people in your circle that you could call and vent to, and be like, you know what? But see, even for my sister, to my son's father, to, best friends, like they be like, yo, you made it this far. Like you doing good. Like you made it. Like don't let it get to you. You're still learning. It's okay. And sometimes you need people like that because it's crazy. It can get like that. Some people can say some things that will rub you just wrong when you do the snuggles look like for real. But I let it go for those months. But if it keep reoccurring, I will most likely will say something and I will be bothered if I'm really, really bothered by it. But like I've heard of, being in my clinicals, I've heard people say it loud as hell up at the hospital when I was doing my clinicals. I don't want no surgical tech. I don't want no student. Ooh, who took it in your who took it in your oatmeal this morning? Who shit on you in your sleep? Like, it ain't that deep. I'm here to learn. Everybody had to start somewhere. And that's what a lot of her texts, they'll tell you. Everybody had to start somewhere. So when you come across those surgical texts, I'll be like, I don't want no student. Bitch, you started somewhere too. What did you get mad for? Like, be considerate towards people who are trying to learn and try and get into this field. Like, help us. Goodness. Okay, let me see. This is true. It is a lot of drama. Yeah, behind the scenes. Yeah, and right. But see, the thing I do like about, where I'm at, they try to keep it low key so it ain't in front of it's not in front of, the patients or anything. They'll pull it to the side, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I can respect that. You're not acting a fool when the patient going under. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's crazy. It said, do you know if the pay is different where not your secretary? Yes. So some people back then, like they were surgical techs, but they weren't certified. So, but some people are grandfathered in because they've been surgical techs for so long, but they weren't certified. Because I've seen a lot of people that, but they won't pay you as much as unless you've been doing it for like 20 some years, some stuff like that. Yeah, like they not gonna pay you like with and right off the bat as a certified, surgical tech. So yes, there is a difference in the pay from what I'm being told and for what I have learned over time. Like if you're not certified, you're not gonna get close to $20. Maybe under 18, probably in that sense. It just depends on who is willing to hire you. Some people say they have like Indeed. They have the whole thing of saying, you don't have to be certified or anything or something like that. I've seen a couple things saying it, but I don't think you get as paid as much as when you're certified and you have that degree. So yes, definitely. Is I have to get advice. Say, yeah, thank you. Look here, girl. I'm trying to just give you what I know personally. Yeah, thick skin. Yes, you have to brush it off in that moment. You really do. And then just like when it's I haven't got yelled at a doctor yet, or a nurse or anybody. But you could tell we all feel, and I'm on a spiritual journey. Yeah, like I be feeling energies, and I be like, ooh, you need your coffee or something, a Red Bull, something. I don't know, but you can feel when the doctor's kind of aggravated with you, especially if you don't know much. And I'm getting there. And some doctors are very, very They have their guard up with surgical techs because especially if you're new, some of them they be like, "Hey, how are you doing? Are you learning? Oh, okay, great." You know, some doctors will not talk to you at all, barely say a word. Some of them, like for the most part, they all will talk to me and everything. They'll be like, "Hey, how's your day going?" And everything. But do I know much about them to the point that I know about their kids, their family, their wives? Some of them they'll talk about their wives. They'll talk a lot. Some doctors will be talking just to talk, just talk. But I like doctors like those because they're saying that they are comfortable enough to be like, hey, like, when you're in the surgery room and everything, how was your weekend? Like some of them, like it's to the point that like doctors, they'll ask you like, we'll talk about traveling during the surgery and everything. There are times when we talk politics, I try not to get involved with that. Try not to get involved in it because some people, everybody's point of view is different. So I'd be like, you get the vaccine? I hear a lot of stuff. I hear a lot of cursing. I hear a lot of everything. Yeah, I've heard of stories in my clinicals with nurses and everything talking about certain surgeries and certain patients, all type of crazy stuff. So you gonna hear some stories. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Y'all gonna hear some stories, okay? And y'all be like, how does that work? How was the big test at the end of your learning to get your certification? Was it difficult? Okay, so I've been wanting to do a video about that. So I might end up doing a live about that because it seems like this is a little easier to kind of interact with you guys. If you guys like the interaction like this, so I probably could start going live more, and I might just go do like 30 minutes to an hour or so. But real quick, when it comes to that test, and this is the craziest thing, girl. Yeah, I keep my books right by my bed. Okay, good plan. I bought this. So if you guys want to see that, I bought this. So like this right here, I bought this. Like, I ain't gonna say it come with like a little CD too. Look at that. I ain't got no computer or nothing, but like it's like little games on here. It's like little pre-tests and everything. Like this test, like I did all of the tests and it got the answers and everything now. And I tested myself. And along the way, I started getting better and better. It's like 6 tests in here, 5 tests. So try and look this up. This is on Amazon. And I bought it for like $40-something, $40-something, something in that sense. So like the test was like, that test, baby. Brittany, girl. Like it's not horrible, but like low key, it make you think. It really, really do. So like I had a lot of questions about sterilization. And who knew anything about sterilization? Like now I can tell you how to do the autoclaves and everything. Boo, I am the StirRad. I can get it. Because at my first week in CSS, I had to learn a lot of stuff and learn instruments. And I'm still learning instruments. Like instrumentation, like they will, like for the most part, like ask you like, how, like, what do you set the autoclave on for if you put an implant in or something like that? Like that's like 440 and stuff like that. And it's like the temperature is like 270. Like it gets a little bit much. But what I've been doing is I've been trying to figure out how to do a giveaway because I bought an extra surgical tech review book, not this one, but it's another one. And I when I say for that whole month, like when I say I was doing practice test after practice test, studying and going over my weaknesses, like try to go over your weaknesses because my weaknesses was the sterilization. It really, really was. Because like I said, I was like, we didn't really in the suture. Sometimes it'll do the suture. A lot of they'll make it clear, like a lot of the questions are in for intra-op. There's pre-op, pre-op, intra-op, post-op. A lot of them questions are intra-op questions, intraoperative questions. So like kind of get into that. And like sometimes there are some pre-op questions of what you do, like prepping and everything. Post-op is like that's like dressings and stuff like that. So yeah, like it varies. It really does vary. But I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Like that test, Like my livelihood depended on it. Okay, it depended. But I'm gonna let y'all look at this one more time. So this is the AST book, and this is a really really good book, y'all. Like, yo, go on Amazon, and I had Prime, so I try. Your girl frugal with $1. Okay, I'm as frugal as it gets. Okay, I hit Prime because I like my 2 day shipping, baby. Okay, I want my stuff here, and I was like, I need to, and then me not having a job at the time, like me not really working, I had to find like the lowest book, and this was pretty low. It was like 40 something, but it was worth it. Yeah. And I hustled. My mom like sent me a little bit of chump change. I hustled up some money and I bought this book. So like definitely the tests, it in a sense, like it's difficult in its own little way. Like if you don't understand what it's saying, like read it again. Our teacher had told us, she was like, read it and then read it again and then read it to dissect it. But don't stay on that question for so long because don't get me wrong. I think you got like 3 or 4 hours for the test or something. I don't know. It was at the TEAS test. I don't know because I'm not thinking of the TEAS test too. So I'm like, I definitely trying to remember. But the test, it was like 2.5. I want to say 2.5 hours. But I got done with it within an hour and a half or so, like an hour, like a little over an hour. But read, like dissect the question, dissect the wording of it, because that's what's gonna help you. And some of them questions be so like even during the program, like she picked a lot of the questions from the surgical review book. And next time I go live, I'm gonna show y'all that book, because after it took me, somebody was trying to tell me, like, Jessica, go through the review book. Like, go through the review book. Go through the surgical tech review book. And yo, I kid you not, like by the time we got into the second semester and I was like catching on, like, yeah, our teacher was taking questions from that book and maybe rewording a little bit. And I was like, yo, like what the I was like, Jessica, why you didn't look at this book soon enough? Like, yo, yes, we're gonna have to do. I'll if you guys like these lives and everything, like I am for it. I will do it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And then too, I'll probably start doing like I got my little notebook here and everything with my little videos of what to talk to y'all about, or probably do pre-recording. But sometimes that pre-recording, y'all, it be a bit much. It really do. I'll be like trying to, and then editing, y'all. I'll be like, Lord, see, like this is so easy. I could just interact with y'all right there. Okay. It says, how did you discover this career path for you? Yo, I mentioned in one of my old videos, like when I first started, like this is crazy. I was taking microbiology, crazy-ish. Okay. So I was taking microbiology at one of the campuses right here in the metro Atlanta area. And I kid you not, like one of the women who I was sitting right by, she was retaking by microbiology. And the reason I was taking microbiology is because it was for the nursing program and the LPN. And I would say trying to get between LPN and the RN program. But because, like I said, I didn't have that many, my T score wasn't that high. I mean, I only took the TEAS test once. I made a 64. And everybody's like, oh, that's real good. In my head, I'm like, 64? I'm like, 64? Like, what you mean? 64 is horrible. I hear people getting like 70s and 75s and everything, but I was like, dang, I've heard of people getting lower than a 64, getting like a 58 or a 60. So for me to just study and take the TEAS test one time and make a 64, I was like, dang, I guess that is good. So I ended up talking to one of my classmates in microbiology, and I love me some microbiology. It's a bit much, but like once you start to learn how to do the staining and everything, and learn about the diseases and stuff, like when you start to learn about these diseases in microbiology, you be like, everything around you look dirty as hell. Like forget Rona, I don't care about that. Like this other stuff, like flesh-eating diseases and everything. But me being in micro, I was talking to my classmate, and she brought up surgical tech. Crazy. I had no clue what surgical tech was. I ain't know. All I knew, it was just nursing, doctors, and stuff like that, and like CNAs, that's all I knew. And I was like, I knew there was like people who were in the OR rooms with the doctors, but I never knew the name. I never knew the name. So she was like telling me about the surgical tech. She was like, a lot of we talk about the programs that we're getting in class. You just talking to your classmates and everything. I'm like, I'm trying to get into the LPN or nursing program and everything. So, this nursing program, this was like worth like 50 points for microbiology. So like 40 for at the max. If you make an A, 40 is for the lecture and 10 is for the lab. And I would say trying to get that. I would say trying to get, the more points you have to get into these programs, the better chance you're accepted, right? And I ended up just talking to her, and she brought it up, and I was like, well, what is it? She was like, oh, you're in the OR rooms with the doctors and everything during surgery. I was like, ooh, okay. I was like, that's something right there. And at that time, my car broke down, so I was taking lifts to class. Like, even to the point that family members, friends, like they were helping me because, like I said, I was like, I had money and everything to a certain degree, but it wasn't a lot to the point that like y'all lift add the hell up, okay? And she was so sweet. She was so sweet, and I was like, I would like to see, what this surgical tech is about. And because my car was down, she was sweet enough to take me to the other campus for the application session. She took me. Hey, Trey. Oh, say hey. Hey, Alan. I was about to say Trill. Ain't no dang on Trill. Hi. Good morning. So the way I had ended up figuring out, I went to the application session, y'all, and she was so sweet. Let me fix my computer. So she was so sweet, So she waited for me while I went to the application session because she had already went like a couple weeks ago. So she waited for me, and I thought that was so sweet of her. She got me all the way, and it was like a whole county over, like it was not close. And this is where the program where I went for my program. It was all the way like North Georgia. So for me, probably like 30, 35 minutes. It depends on what traffic, right? So I went through it, and I heard what, who's ended up being my instructor. She talked about it, making sure, at least pick up like 50 pounds, you got to be willing to stand on your feet for at least like 6 hours for surgeries and stuff like that. She broke a lot of stuff down, and she took us to the lab. And she let us see the lab and everything. And, I got to see the instruments on the table and everything. And it was very interesting. And so I was like, okay. I was like, this is not bad. And they was like, you can getting paid like $20 an hour. And I was like, oh, okay, well. I was like, I like $20 an hour. That sounds nice, or at least close to it, boo. Okay, at least close to it. That sounds beautiful. So I signed up for it. And this is the crazy thing, y'all. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I didn't get into the program the first round. I didn't. But I prayed about it because I didn't get to the LPN either. I didn't get to the LPN. I prayed about it. I almost cried because I really did want to go into LPN and then try and bridge into the nursing program. But surgical tech, they did not pick me the first round. But this is the crazy thing. A few days later, after I got that letter, I ended up getting a phone call, and I was in my work study program. I worked at the computer center at my school, and I stepped out to take a phone call. I said, well, this looks like this comes from the campus number, because I knew the campus's first three little digits of their number of the campus and everything. I was like, so who calling me? I said, somebody from the school. So I picked it up, and she was like, hey, is this, Jessica, Rogers and everything? I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, like this is such from the for the surgical tech program up at Chattahoochee Tech, we'll do this and that. We ended up having some declines on our list, and you came up on our list. And I was like, oh shit. And I kid you not, like I was like, dang, they was like, can you give us an answer by 5:00 today? And I'll say, yeah. I said, let me think on it real quick. And I had to ponder. I was like, do I really want to go into this program and learn this? And I definitely, I'm glad I picked it, because now after being in this what's the word, in this career path, as you would say, Brittany, I was like, I like this. I was like, I don't know if I want to do nursing. I want to be right here at the table with the doctor doing some things. Like, it helps me feel more involved. Like, don't get me wrong, the nurses are involved very much too. They really, really are. So I definitely feel that this career path is it's challenging, but do I feel it fits me? I believe it does. It really fits me. I feel like now it fits me more than just being a nurse. Um, but all because of all because of a classmate talking to a classmate, and just, sometimes it just pays to talk to your classmates in between your free time, like before class, after class, just talking to people. Because I'm not much. I talk, I do, but I mean, am I a people's person all the time? No, I'm not. No, I'm really not. I stay to myself a lot. I really do. I have like a close circle, small close circle, and that's what that is. And for me to, kind of get out of my bubble, get out of my little shell, and talk to my classmates, that's what led me to where I'm at now. And I am grateful for it. I am happy for it. And I just say, whoever's in the surgical tech program, like, keep going, like, on some real shit, like, keep going, like, for real, keep going. Like, it's gonna be times, y'all gonna be like, is this for me? I am certified and I got a job and pay better money, and I be like, is this for me? So don't give up on it, because you never know until you try. And like, when it comes to you studying, like, your life is not going to end, but yeah, you studying is going to be a priority. It really, really is. It's going to be a priority. So like, you still can go have a drink or something with your friends, go out to lunch, dinner, catch up and everything, but your priority will be trying to pass. It really will. Don't get discouraged on certain tests, because it's some tests that, like, for the most part, I made A's and B's. And probably out of all my tests in the program, I made like 2 C's. And that's because it was a lot of material. I will tell you, like, if Mojo Jojo and Mega Mind came together when it came to studying, like, I would be their baby Mega Joe, because my brain was swole, like, it was swollen. Yeah, like, a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff is a lot of material. It really is. But like, I enjoy it. And then, with me working at a small surgical center, everybody is, sweet. Even in the mornings, when everybody ain't trying to be there early in the morning, but everyone still says good morning and everything. So don't let, some people aren't morning people. So you let them have their moment along the day. They will brighten up throughout the day. They really, really will. Do not take, as I said, do not take some of these surgeons, comments too hard. Like last week, like, one of the eye doctors was like, I would say, trying to put the one of the lenses in for a pusher, so you could inject the lens into the person's eye and into the patient's eye. And I kid you not, yeah, I would say, trying to see. He was like, well, if you turn the light on and everything, can you see? I said, yeah, I can see. Like, look here, anybody who know me, I can see, but I'm deaf as okay, I'm deaf. Like, I'll be like, run that back again, especially in these masks, don't even help me whatsoever. Don't give me no type of mercy, because I cannot hear for nothing. I can hear, but I can't hear. Selective hearing, whatever you want to call it, I can't hear. But he asked me, he was like, how old are you? I was like, 31. So I'm like, so what you trying to say? I can't see because I'm 31 years old? Like, stuff was going off in my head. Yeah, but I didn't say nothing. Even nurse was like, Dr. Such and such, you gonna ask her age? And I'm just like, I didn't take it to, I ha, chuckled it off. But I was like, some doctors, they will throw shade at you a little bit. And I'll be like, I know where you was getting at, but because I'm new to this, and you the doctor, I'm gonna let you slide on that. I'm gonna let you slide. But don't always take certain things to heart unless they say something to you intentionally. And if they say something rude to you, you go to your manager, you go to your head nurse, or whoever's in charge of the OR department. You go tell them, if a doctor made you feel some type of way, pull whoever is in charge to the side and be like, this made me feel uncomfortable. I don't feel welcomed, or whatever, however you feel, voice that opinion. Because if you don't say nothing, that doctor still might act a certain way. But some doctors, they will, like, if they felt like they kind of rubbed you the wrong way, some doctors will come to you and apologize. Like, some doctors would definitely do that. And that's why I have more respect for those doctors who will be like, yo, like, okay, I didn't try to get mad at you, nothing. But then at the end of the day, they will give you constructive criticism. Be open to constructive criticism, because that's what's going to get you far. Don't take everything to heart, because if somebody's trying to teach you, let them teach you. But sometimes, even in their tone, it may not seem like they teaching you, but just kind of just hear them out first, and you kind of dissect it of how you be like, okay, I get what she was trying to say. The tone may not have been the greatest, but I was told from one of the texts, they was like, don't take the tone, take the message. Sometimes that's easier said than done. That is easier said than done, because some people, they mean it with that tone. Oh, they mean it. They mean it with that tone. They really, really do. But like I just say, just take one day at a time, because it's days that, like I said, I be so over it, and I be like, do I really want this? And then deep down I be like, no, I do. But like, I don't want to be working like a Hebrew slave for the rest of my life. I have other things in my head that I want to take off with this channel, along with other things in life. And I want this to, platform to grow for people who are learning. And I want you guys to feel like this is a safe haven to come talk to, just me being a new surgical tech. Like, yo, just take one day at a time. And I will try to do this more like on Saturdays and Sundays, if that's okay with you guys. Like I said, I know you guys are studying, and if I need to make it later on in the day, let me know. If I need to make it earlier in the day, let me know. I am for it. And I really, really enjoyed this. I really did. So I'm going to head off. I'm going to start cleaning up and chill for a little bit and prep myself up mentally for Monday, because I'm back in the eye room. And I'm in GI too. So I am going to prep myself up. But I'm going to do more videos along the way. I know I go days kind of sporadically, kind of like 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm trying to get better at that. But yeah, my energy be drained though. So just bear with me. Just keep rolling with me. Just keep rolling with me. I'm going to get more consistent at this. I'm going to keep going. But yeah, life. By the time I get home, yeah, I am tired, but weekends for surgical tech, we could do surgical tech Sundays, surgical tech Saturdays, whichever one y'all want to do. Pick a day. If y'all feel like, I'll see if I go to the majority of the day, but Saturdays seem like it's more kind of free for me for some apparent reason. Sundays is like I'm trying to get back in the mind frame and try and, clean up, cook, get things together. So yes, definitely. So I hope you guys enjoyed, whatever, little knowledge I have to give for this live. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Any other surgical tech friends that that you feel like my videos are somewhat helping, or you want them to join the conversations when I go live, like do it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of it. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. I'm about to go make me a smoothie and eat healthy, eat some healthy food. And I see you guys next time. Bye.